Hello everyone, welcome to our Mandarin classroom. 大家好，欢迎大家来到中文教室。I'm your teacher Jasmine Chang. Today we're going to learn the third lesson of Mandarin pronunciation courses. So firstly, I will give you some time to check the homework for lesson 2. And then we're going to see the instruction of session 3. So we have 4 parts for this class. So firstly, we're going to review the initials, and then we're going to learn the rules of marking the tones and know the changes of syllables. At the end of the class, I will give you the homework about pronunciation practice. So let's do the first part, review the initials. I will read each of initial once, so please read after me. First line, 波 坡 摸 佛 Second line, 的 特 呢 了 Third line, 歌 科 呵 Fourth line, 鸡 七 西 Fifth line, don't forget to circle your tongue and keep it. 知 吃 诗 日 Last line, flat your tongue. 滋 呲 丝 Okay, that's all the review. Let's learn the new content. Learning the special rules. Rule 1. How to mark the tones. We have learned the tones, but we also need to know where to mark the tones. So there are 2 rules for marking the tones. Firstly, the tones only mark on the finals. We could see the examples. 爸 你 A and E are the finals, so we mark the tone on the finals. So second, if there are 2 or more vowels of a final, there is the priority order of these all vowels. A is prior to O is prior to E is prior to E, and so on. And we could see the examples. 报 There are and O, these 2 vowels, but A is prior to O according to the priority order, so we mark the tone on the A. And about 票 A is prior to O and E, so we mark the tone on the A. But attention, there's an exception. It's U. If you see this final in a syllable, you have to mark the tone on the U, not E. Only this final U could not obey this priority order. So when you meet this final, you have to mark the tone on U, not E. Okay, so let's see the rule 2, part 1. The changes of syllables about abbreviation of these 3 finals, you, wei, and wen. Let's see the examples. 休 shui 轮 How could it change? What's the rule? So when you, wei, or wen follows an initial, they are written as the type in parentheses. Their examples we have said, so it changed into 休 shui 轮 this type. So let's do the practice. When the initial G meet U, it will change into 鸠 and the initial G meet Wei, it will change to 龟 And when le meet when, it will change to lun. Well, so that's the rule to part 1. And then we're going to learn the part 2. If a final beginning with e, u, or ü has no initial before it, you have to use y and w to write, and the pronunciation won't change. I have 2 points to emphasize. So the first one is the final without initial before it. And I have said in previous lesson, a syllable could be without initials or towns. So this is the first point. So second, the pronunciation won't change, just the written changed. Okay, so let's see the following form about changes. If the final is beginning with e, it has 2 ways to change. For e, yin, and ying, you should add y before the final, and you could see the final written form. I emphasize it again. The pronunciation won't change. And you could see the second change about ya, ye, yao, and so on. Only change e to y, and you could see the final written form. And the final is beginning with u has the same way to change. You could see the details on the form. But I want to talk about ü. About the final is beginning with ü. You not only add the y before it, but also you have to remove the 2 dots on the top of ü. You could see the last written form. And it's also applied to the next rule about ü. Let's see. When ü or a final beginning with ü follows ji, qi, xi, the 2 dots on the top of ü should be removed. Let's do the practice. When ji meet ü, it will change to ju. The 2 dots should be removed, and the pronunciation won't change. And second, when qi meet yue, it will change to que. And the last one, when xi meets yuan, the 2 dots should be removed and it changed into xuan. So that's all new content of this class. I think it's a little bit difficult to remember, but it will help you to pronounce the syllables well. And let's move to the homework pronunciation practice. There's 3 teams for pronunciation practice. I will read one for each team. If you are not sure that you could pronounce them well, you could send your recording to our email, and we could give you a check. Now let's start. The first team, 鞭炮，普遍，陪伴，跑步。Second team, 代替，态度，特点，跳动。The third team, 观看，功课，考古，客观。Above is our third class. If you want to continue learning, you can click the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. Thank you and see you next time. 我们下节课再见。